What's up YouTube? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me again with KFS as you all know. So like today I'll be talking about fair value gap. I'll show you guys a chart. Remember I told you guys I'll be dropping a video about the fair value gap, which you guys was demanding for. So I'm going to make a video about the fair value gap. I don't usually use it all the times, but most of the times you actually need it for confirmation, even though you don't use that as your entry, but like use it for more confirmation on the chart. So let's jump into the video. Fair value gap actually look like, so fair value gap is actually is like a gap between two candles, you understand? So for instance, these are my candles. If you look very well, you see this gap in this center now, this particular place I mark. Let me change the color to red at least. Okay, so this center I marked, this red side is actually the fair value gap, because these things are touching. You can see that here and here have to be connected together. That's what makes the gap. So this middle is actually the gap. That's why we call it fair value gap, you understand? So I will give you guys an example, more example. This is actually for a downtrend. So for an uptrend, this is the fair value gap. You have to connect this down one to the up one, you understand? It becomes your fair value gap. That is FVG, short form is FVG. So for an uptrend, this is actually a fair value gap connecting two candles together, you understand, that has gap in the middle. So every this thing you see in the market, like every gaps you see, are actually a fair value gap. So for instance, this is a fair value gap. Remember I told you guys, connecting both candles together, this is actually a fair value gap. Here now, this is an FVG. This is an FVG too. These two candles, connecting both candles together, is an FVG. So let me show you more examples. This is an FVG. Like all your whole chart, you will definitely see two candles having gap. Like I want to show you guys like full this thing and just not get to what I want to see, like full gaps. Okay, this is a gap. This is an FVG. This is a fair value gap, you understand? So gaps between candles, it must not be two candles most of the times, you understand? It must not be two candles most of the times. So like this one is for an example. This particular one I draw as an example. Market left a gap at the middle, then came back here to like fill in the impulsive move, and created fair value gap here. Let me clean it so you guys can see better. You see that gap it created at the middle is considered as fair value gap, this gap now. So in case someone wants to say, you can actually wait for see another fair value gap here, this gap and this gap. This is a fair value gap. So every gap in the market is considered as fair value gap, no matter how big it is. You get, no matter how big it is, it's still considered as a fair value gap. Like this now, these two gaps, you saw market came to react to that spot before it started falling. So no matter how big the gap is, it's considered as a fair value gap. I'm going to show you guys more confirmation, more fair value gap, can you see? So as long as there is gap on the center, is a fair value gap. This is a fair value gap here. This is an FVG, can be used as an entry. I'm trying to look at this one now, assuming as a this thing SLP trader, many people pick the entry from order block here, you understand, because it's an order block you reacted to. But most of the times you can see after this liquidity over here, this is the fair value gap it's created here. This spot, it's small, but like that is still an fair FVG. That was the first reaction market reacted to. You can see the first reaction here. It reacted to the fair value gap first of all, came down here before going up to react to the order block before dropping down massively. You understand? So every gaps market leave like between 3 candles, 2 candles, like 3 candles, yes, between 3 candles is considered as a fair value gap, as long as there's gap at the centers of those of the chart. So you can go to your chart and check it out. There are a lot of fair value gap, a lot. So why I don't actually use them most of the times is you will see a lot of them in the charts, but you just have to consider the right one to use. You know, we trade with liquidity, so you make sure you pick the ones that is just closer to a liquidity. So that's why most of the time you see that markets, you are waiting for market to come to your POI or your point of interest. You understand? That is like your demand zone or your breaker block. But you find out that the market is like actually missing your entry. But if you know the concept of fair value gap, you understand that most of the times it actually reacts to your fair value gap and won't come back to your order block. You get? So that is just it. Go to your chart. It's not that hard. If you just go to your chart, you study it more, you can see gold is actually reacting to this fair value gap already. This fair value gap here after this liquidity. This is the liquidity, right? So it's reacting to the fair value gap. So anything that makes it break above that fair value gap, the market will keep up. If you break here, if you break this spot, then we are considering it still moving up. So if you react down, break here, you can still come to this breaker block and keep pushing. Just depend on the trend, you get. So you are the one to know the particular direction of the market, or you wait for this to form and you sell. So these are things that can actually happen in the market. So thanks for watching, guys. If you like the video, like and subscribe. And if you're having any other issue concerning psychology or any other thing, like you want me to create more content about fair value gap, maybe Fibonacci retracement level, or any other stuff you really want to learn, just comment under the video and I'll make a video about it. Thanks.